As you know, this is a Discover Provision call. We are recording this call, so we will have a good copy of it available today. The issue with the previous link was it wasn't recorded on my computer. It was recorded in the back office of Zoom. And when that's done, people can't access the link because it's my account. So I'm not too sure what to do about that, but we'll have a good recording for you today. I'm saving it to my computer. We'll be able to share this call a little later. So my name is Reverend Darlene McGregor. I have lived and worked in Nigeria for almost 5 years. I am in love with the Nigerian people. I find that you guys are absolutely brilliant. You're creative, out-of-the-box thinkers, resilient. You don't know what the word quit means, and you have business in your DNA. I believe God put business and entrepreneurship in your DNA. And so going forward here with our Discover Provision call, a little bit of background about me. I have launched 2 previous network marketing companies in Nigeria. I've been involved in a total of 5 companies. I've been involved in a total of 5 companies over 25 years, a top income earner in every company I've been part of. But sadly, every single one of those companies broke my heart, left me frustrated, left me hurt. I had teams that were damaged by bad corporate decisions. And so I just want to tell you that here at Provision, this is home. This is home. And what makes us so different, we'll discover in a minute or two. But what I can tell you is this: if you are sick and tired of all the lies and the hype of network marketing, if you're sick and tired of the dream turning into the nightmare, if you are sick and tired of not seeing the realization of your hopes and your dreams fulfilled, pay close attention, because we really are different. And I can tell you, my idea here is never having to start over again. It's not easy starting over. And so I want you to understand that this is home. And we'll tell you a little bit why that is in a minute. And so my story started in 2007. I had a very bad automobile accident. I was stopped at a red light, and a big bus driving about 50 miles an hour crashed into my boot, pushed the boot right up into the front of my car, crashed me into the car in front of me, spun me around, and hit me again. He hit with such force that my seat broke off the bottom of the floor and went flying backwards. As a result of that accident, I was in bad shape. I was diagnosed with all kinds of conditions and issues. Now, we're not allowed to talk about disease states. If you want to know what that is, you can ask me privately. I'd be happy to tell you about all the different things I was diagnosed with. But what I can tell you is, after 2 years of daily physical therapy, I was still suffering something terrible. There were times when I would go into my bedroom closet where the clothes hung up, and I'd pull blankets over top of my head and cry into my pillow because the pain in my body was so great, and I didn't want my children to hear me crying. A friend cared enough to reach out to me and to share a glutathione technology. You know, I asked her, I said, is this network marketing? Because I had vowed I was never going to do network marketing again. Anyone say those words, never again? I had said those words, and I told people, don't even call me if this is about network marketing. And so she had the courage to call, and she asked me if I'd like to try the product. I said, is this networking? She said, yes. I hung up the phone. I didn't even say goodbye. I was done. I wanted nothing to do with network marketing. She had the courage to call me back 30 minutes later. And she said, Darlene, I don't want you to do the business. I just am worried about you. I know how much you're suffering. And if you will try the product, I'll pay for your first months. And so that's what we did. I knew within a matter of weeks that it was working. It was changing things inside of my body. In 6 months, everything had changed, everything. And I was off 12 different prescription medications for all kinds of issues, along with a very dangerous, powerful narcotic for pain. I don't know if it's called the same in your country, but in my country, it was called OxyContin. It's a very powerful narcotic, which normally you cannot quit because your body becomes addicted to it. And my doctor told me if you just try to quit, you could have a heart attack, you'd end up in the hospital. But I knew the power of glutathione to remove poisons and chemicals and poisons out of your body. And so I just stopped taking it. I didn't have any pain. I didn't have any withdrawal symptoms. And so I have been able to live pain-free since 2009, thankfully because of the power of glutathione. It has changed so much inside of my body. But let's share this screen and I will get into the presentation. And so here at PROVIZION Global, we are all about pro-heart, pro-vision, pro-business, and pro-mission. Why PROVIZION? Well, our mission is to change the industry standard from being high-quality products at high-end prices to high-quality products that anyone can afford and prosper with. The pro-heart of our company is found in these industry leaders, united in heart and mind. And we follow these 4 principles. Number 1, in God we trust. Number 2, we want to exemplify integrity in everything that we do. You know, I am so sick and tired of companies that talk a good talk and they don't walk the talk. Here at PROVIZION Global, we walk the talk. We want to deal equitably and fairly with all. We won't have favorites. One team isn't going to get something that another team doesn't. We don't do deals. We don't pay leaders to come and be part of our company. And so we want to deal with everyone with fairness and equitably with everybody in the entire company. And number 4, we want to provide a pathway forward for even the most fragile amongst us. And so we actually designed our compensation plan with the poor in mind. People who have no money to get started, but they've got passion, they've got drive, they've got excitement, they've got dedication, they've got a good work ethic. They just don't have money. We have designed our compensation plan for those people. And so as we get into that a little bit later, you'll see how exciting that is. But you can actually earn money here at PROVIZION and not even spend a single dollar or naira before you start earning money. Our corporate management team consists of these 2 absolutely phenomenal gentlemen. Let me tell you a little bit about Rick Nelson. So Rick Nelson has been in the corporate side of network marketing for over 30 years. He too has seen a lot of the greed and the ego and the pride that goes on. But Rick was also part of a great company, and he was part of the team that took that company to over $1 billion in sales. Not a million, $1 billion US dollars per year in sales. Rick has worked with companies across Asia, across the United States. And so it was his idea to begin to start PROVIZION Global. And he invited a very good friend of his and a very, very dear friend of mine, George Renninger, to join him in this adventure. Why did he choose George? Well, George has some very unique abilities. He's been a top field leader in the industry in 3 previous companies. He's earned millions and millions and millions of dollars. He's built teams of hundreds of thousands of people. He's been suspended. He's had his company take his business and his income. He knows what it feels like to be hurt and disappointed by companies in this industry. He also knows what it takes to lead a company on the field side of things. So what you have here, and this is brilliant, I don't know any other company that offers this. We have the best of corporate management. Rick Nielsen makes sure that I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, commissions are being paid, products are being shipped. He's in charge of all of our strategic partners. He partnered with George Renninger, who has the field experience necessary. George listens to the field leaders. He pays attention. He hears their heart. He hears their frustrations. And he will do everything he possibly can to make this company operate from a field-friendly perspective. These two gentlemen see us in partnership with them. Not your typical do as I say, I'm the boss type of network marketing company. This is partnership. We are in partnership together. And that's one of the things that sets us apart from other companies in the industry. Our pro-heart culturing code is to honor and serve others first and best. We do this by practicing the high ACT principles of honesty, integrity, accountability, commitment, and trustworthiness. So many companies, they talk a great talk. They do not walk the talk. I want you to know that here at Provision Global, we walk our talk. And if we are told something's going to happen, it's going to happen. We are a company of honesty, integrity, accountability, commitment, and trustworthiness. You actually can trust Provision Global. It is a safe place to come and to bring your teams. It is home, is what I like to say. And together with you, we want to build the next billion-dollar brand together, and whatever that might look like for you. We understand that 96% of people, they lay awake at night and they're worried. What are they worried about? They can't sleep. Their brain won't shut off. You ever been there where you can't sleep? They're worried about their health and they're worried about their finances. Our Provision mission is to bring a life-changing technology to transform human health for all people around the world. And while in the process of transforming human health, we will also transform people's financial situations. The two biggest worries that people struggle with, they're not going to have to worry about anymore. And so I like to talk about what I call the breath of life principle, which basically is in with the good, out with the bad. In with micronutrients, out with oxidative stress. When you take a big breath in, you breathe in all that good oxygen. When you breathe out all the bad stuff, carbon dioxide and chemicals and poisons. And so we say in with the good, out with the bad. In with micronutrients, out with oxidative stress. In with micro business and out with financial stress. And so Dr. Tony Okoye, he's a business manager for the NMA. He and I were sitting one day talking and he said, Darlene, do you know that your company offers the success and wealth creation secret? And I said, I have no idea what you are talking about. And so if you want to take your business on rocket ship speed all the way to the moon, you want to pay close attention to this wealth creation secret. And so basically there's 3 steps. Number 1, you want to identify a massive human problem that affects people all over the world. Number 2, you want to solve the problem. When you identify the problem, when you solve the problem, wealth will naturally follow. So focus on solving people's problems. Focus on solving people's issues, and your wealth will naturally begin to follow. But let's identify what that massive human problem is. What is it that every person across this world is affected by? And so let's take a look. We know that the very big problem that everyone is affected by in the entire world is that your glutathione and SOD levels are decreasing. Glutathione is a miracle molecule found inside of your body. It's not found in food. It's found in your body. Now, sadly, you reach the peak at age 22, but after age 22, your glutathione levels start to come down. So here you'll see glutathione, this red line, begins to come down. The problem is oxidative stress, this black line, is constantly on the increase. And so there is nothing you can do to keep your body from being exposed to oxidative stress. Every second of every minute of every day, your body is exposed to damaging oxidative stress. The problem is when you don't have enough glutathione to handle oxidative stress, where that X happens represents major health crisis. That means your body no longer has enough glutathione to keep you healthy. That is where in the United States at about 55 years of age, most people will begin to experience major health crises. And so that could be cancer, diabetes, stroke, heart attack, major health crisis. Your health begins to degenerate once you no longer have enough glutathione to sustain normal, healthy body function. Now, we do not make any claims at all to cure any sickness or disease or treat or diagnose. We're not allowed to do that. I know in Nigeria, I've seen the flyers from network marketing companies that claim to cure pretty much everything, right? We don't do that because we're not allowed to do that. And it's really not true. Nutrition empowers your body to be able to heal itself. When you cut your hand, that hand does not stay bloody for days and days. Your body was created to heal when it has the right nutrition to be able to do that. But let's look at what causes glutathione and SOD depletion. What are the things that you are exposed to that is putting you at risk for serious health consequences? Well, first of all, radiation from your cell phone, from your computer, from your microwave, even just being outside in the sun every day exposes your body to radiation. Glutathione is so important for radiation, but radiation causes oxidative stress to go up. Prescription medications. Now, prescription medications play a very important role in the treatment of sickness and disease. But every single drug comes with a list of side effects. Here in the US, when you buy a drug at the pharmacy, you get pages, not one page, you get pages of negative side effects associated with that medication. Medications are important, and we never recommend people just stop taking their medication. This is something you do alongside of your medication. Infection, sickness, and disease. Aging, just getting older every single day makes your glutathione levels go down and your oxidative stress levels go up. You know, I have been using glutathione products for 12 years. I never miss, I never go without because I know what happens when I do. This is food for your body. But what I love about our product is its anti-aging benefits. And so I will be 62 years old on my birthday. I don't feel like 62, and I don't think I look like 62. When I am 80 years old, I want to look like I'm 50, and I want to feel like I'm 25. And so aging, just getting older every day, makes your glutathione go down and oxidative stress go up. Carcinogens, poisons, chemicals, and toxins. It is in the food you eat, the air you breathe, and the water you drink. You cannot escape exposure to to poisons and chemicals and toxins. They did a study on baby's umbilical cord blood. The baby had been born, and they analyzed the baby's umbilical cord blood. And what they found was actually pretty horrifying. They found 273 poisons, chemicals, and carcinogens inside baby's umbilical cord blood. Now, you would think the baby would be protected, growing inside of its mother's womb. But because the mother was exposed, the child was exposed as well. Autism has increased more than 5,000% in the last 25 years. And they are predicting within the next 20 years that 1 out of every 3 children will be diagnosed somewhere on the autism spectrum. We are literally being poisoned to death, and most people aren't even aware because they can't see it. It's in the air, but you can't see it. It's in your water, but you can't see it. It's on your food, but you can't see it. And so understand that every day that you are alive, your body is under attack from poisons and chemicals and cancer-causing ingredients. You know, every morning I get up and I take my GSH and I take my energy. And to me, I picture in my mind that I am putting body armor on, and I'm going to war that day. But that body armor protects me from all the things I can't prevent exposure to. I cannot live in a glass bubble. You have to live in the world. But this is what protects you from the effects of oxidative stress. Stress, well, if there's one thing we can all agree on, is life is stressful. The past 3 years has been devastatingly stressful. Pollution, injury, trauma, and burns, and of course, poor diet. Even if you ate all the fruits and all the vegetables that you are supposed to, our food today is 50% more deficit than it was 50 years ago. That means that you would have to eat twice as much food today to get the same amount of nutrition that you did 50 years ago. All of these things combined, all of them combined, means the buildup of toxins, oxidative stress, and the buildup of free radicals. This leads to glutathione depletion, and glutathione depletion leads to cellular damage, aging, health crisis, disease, and even death. I have a very dear friend in Nigeria. His name was Dr. George. He was a very well-known surgeon, and he had such a big heart. I often sent people to him, and he would treat them and not even charge them if they didn't have any money. He had such a big heart for people. Sadly, Dr. George passed away during the pandemic of COVID. But Dr. George used to say, if you are not increasing your glutathione levels, you are dangerously existing. You're not living, you're existing, because it's not a matter of if you're going to have a health breakdown. It's a matter of when. And so all of this is that massive human problem that affects all of the world. And so going forward, we have talked about the problem. Well, let's talk about the absolutely mind-blowing breakthrough solution to this massive problem of glutathione deficiency. And so you will see that we are bringing to Nigeria a next generation medical breakthrough technology that has 5 sciences. In each of these products, they contain the same 5 sciences. The difference is this product has 17 different additional nutrients. This one has 17, this one has 22 additional nutrients. So the core science is the same. The delivery method is a little different. And so when you take the energy product, what you do is you put your finger like this, hook it, and put it on the front. Put the thumb on the back, and then you want to pull up a little bit and snap it. And when it snaps, it opens on the top. Then you want to take maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of water and pour the liquid gold into your glass. Now, this is a nanotechnology. What do I mean by that? All of the nutrients have been molecularly nano-sized down to being so small that they are absorbed through the mucous membranes of your mouth. It bypasses the digestive system. It means instant absorption, instant. And there's a study on PubMed that says 200 milligrams of nanoglutathione, which is what we have in this. Don't be fooled by another nanoglutathione that contains 30 milligrams. We have almost 10 times as much glutathione. And so you want to take it, swish it, put it in your mouth, and you want to swish it for at least 1 minute to be absorbed by your mouth. Whoa. That is absolutely amazing. You feel it almost instantly. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes to really feel the effect. And the first time you do this, after you swish for at least 1 minute, you want to take 5 minutes and just lay down and be still and be quiet. Why? If you get busy right away, you're not aware of what's going on inside of your body. But when you lay down and you're not reading, you're not looking at your phone, you're not watching TV, just be still and be quiet. You will feel the benefits, guaranteed. It usually starts as a very warm feeling in the top of your head. That warmth goes down through your whole body. And then it literally feels like you are woken up. Every single cell in your body wakes up and begins to function at peak optimum levels of health. Healthy cells equal healthy tissues, organs, system, and body. It all starts in the cell. That's where health starts. I describe it like you've been living in a dark room with no windows, no doors, no light, pitch dark, pitch black. And somebody opens the door and flips the light switch on, and the light is turned on. That's what it feels like. It feels like the light has been turned on inside of my body. And I've gone from living in the dark to living in the light. What I can tell you about this product in particular, we like to say this is the workhorse, and we like to say this is the racehorse. We only had this product for over a year. We just had this one become available in the last 3 to 4 months' time. And so this was the only product I was using when I first came to Provision. I had used different glutathione products for 12 years and had good results. I just didn't know that this was going to play such a big role in my health. I didn't anticipate any difference because I'd already been using glutathione. But this took my health up probably 10 notches higher than it was before. What it did for my skin, what it's done for my hair and my nails is absolutely amazing. I feel like I did when I was 25 years old. The really interesting thing for me was I had developed 3 plantar's warts on the bottom of my feet. Now, plantar's warts don't grow on your fingers. They don't grow like big lumps on the outside. Plantar's warts are caused by a virus inside of your body. Now, my doctor says I probably picked up that virus walking barefoot in the showers at the gym. But once that virus is in your system, you can't get rid of it. So the medical doctors say. And so these plantar's warts were growing up into my feet. They don't grow out, they grow up inside your feet, and they become very uncomfortable and painful. I have had those plantar's warts for 7 years. So while I was taking that other company's glutathione, I had plantar's warts. When I had the other company's glutathione, I still had those plantar's warts. 3 weeks on GSH, and those plantar's warts were completely gone off the bottom of my feet. And so this just really showed me the difference between what our product has the ability to do and other glutathione products on the market. So let's talk a little bit about what makes our product so different. Well, we absolutely deal with oxidative stress. That is the one claim that we are allowed to make, that this product deals with oxidative stress through our 5 core sciences, our BioBlend technology. And so we have what we call precursor technology. Now, some of you are familiar with a previous company that focused on precursor technology, where your body uses those ingredients to be able to make its own glutathione. That is a process. And also, interestingly enough, 25% of the Asian population does not have the genetic ability to use precursors to make glutathione. They don't have that ability. And so we do have precursors in our product, but that is old school. That is old school thinking. That technology is 20 years old. And you know that science does not stay the same. It never stays stagnant. There's always new advancements, new breakthroughs, new technologies coming to the market. Well, what I can tell you is this is the latest, the greatest glutathione technology to hit the market. And so we do have precursor to help your body make its own glutathione. In the GSH product, that is N-acetyl L-cysteine, and in the energy product, that is L-cysteine. But because we don't rely on just precursor, we also have bioavailable L-glutathione. Now that is like filling up your cellular stores. Just like if you go to the petrol station to put petrol inside of your car. And so you put the hose in, the petrol goes into your car, and your car gas tank becomes full. You just need to mute people out here. There we go. Everybody's muted. And so glutathione will fill up your cellular stores, like filling up your petrol in your car. Once it's full, the S-acetylglutathione plays a very important, distinct role. And it's one of the things that sets our product apart from every other glutathione product on the market, is we have both L-glutathione and S-acetylglutathione. Why is that important? The L fills up your cellular stores. The S-acetyl reverses DNA damage. And so it is such an important, crucial, critical part of our product. Everything that has gone on in the last 3 years, think of how important it is to be able to reverse DNA damage. Then we have alloacemannan and superoxide dismutase, which we will talk about in a moment. But what are the significant highlights of glutathione, and why do you want a product that increases your glutathione levels? Well, it is the master antioxidant. It is the master antioxidant of every single cell of your body. It is the master anti-inflammatory. It gets rid of pain and inflammation. It is the master detoxifier. It actually goes through your whole body, looking for, seeking out poisons and chemicals and toxins. It literally grabs a hold of them, pulls them out of your body, and it doesn't stop there. It doesn't just get rid of the poisons and chemicals. It comes back and it reverses the damage that those poisons and chemicals have done. It takes sick, damaged cells, reverses the damage, and it makes those cells healthy and whole and strong. This is cellular medicine. This is dealing with the root issues, not just trying to deal with symptoms. It is the primary detoxifier of heavy metals. It chelates mercury, aluminum, and lead. It transforms hemoglobin into its reduced state. It carries oxygen to every single cell of your body. Here in Las Vegas, when you walk through the casinos, they have oxygen bars, like an alcohol bar, only it's oxygen. And you can sit down and you can pay for a dose of oxygen. Well, using these products will oxygenate every cell, tissue, and organ and body system every second, every minute, every hour of every day. You are oxygenating your body. It is the major protector of mitochondria DNA, major protector of the nucleus, major protector of your immune system. It is critical and crucial for your cardiovascular and your heart systems. It is the only antioxidant that can recycle itself, and it is the first line of protection against environmental poisons and chemicals and toxins. It is your body armor. Every single day when you get up, you put your body armor on. It protects you all throughout your day from what you are exposed to. But let's talk about superoxide dismutase for a minute. And why is this so important? Again, there isn't another glutathione product that contains SOD in Nigeria, to my knowledge. Superoxide dismutase is your body's other master antioxidant. It is an enzymatic antioxidant. And so what does it do? Well, superoxide dismutase does something glutathione cannot do. There is a very dangerous free radical that glutathione cannot neutralize. It will neutralize every other free radical, but it will not neutralize the very dangerous superoxide anion free radical. Guess what does neutralize it? SOD. Superoxide dismutase. Now, why is that important? The superoxide anion molecule causes aging. It's responsible for the aging process. So I'm going to show you on the next page 2 watermelons. Now, this is demonstrating that not everything ages at the same rate. This is showing you the anti-aging power of SOD. It's why I look so young, is because of this product. And so both of these watermelons were picked the very same day. They were both picked the same day. 24 days later, this watermelon looks rotten. It's got maggots on it. It's all rotting inside. It is disgusting. It probably smells terrible. It's disgusting. This watermelon still looks very healthy and strong and fresh. What is the difference? This watermelon contains very high amounts of SOD. It is protecting the watermelon from growing old. If you don't want to grow old, if you don't want to look 120 years old when you're 60 years old, this is the product for you. It will keep you very young and beautiful and handsome as well. But let's talk for just a minute on aloe-ace mannan before we get into the business. So the aloe-ace mannan, everyone understands that aloe vera has healing properties and qualities. What they don't know is what gives the aloe the healing qualities. What does is ace-mannan. So inside the gel is a molecule, a polysaccharide called ace-mannan. It is why aloe vera gel is healing. It is not the same as the gel or the juice or the powder that you might buy in the store. And let me tell you why. When you pick a piece of aloe vera, you snap it off, you'll notice it will snap. It's firm and hard and crunchy. But then you notice within 10 minutes, it goes from being hard and crunchy and firm to soft and squishy and soggy. Why is that? Because it's no longer effective. It disintegrates in about 10 minutes. And so what you are getting in aloe gel and juice and powder is not ace-mannan. But the ace-mannan molecule that's found inside the gel is what brings the healing. Well, this company found a way of isolating that enzyme and deactivating it, which now allows them to harvest the gel at its height and peak of efficacy and produce ace-mannan that will blow every other aloe product out of the market. Absolutely, positively, ace-mannan is the real deal, okay? Now, why is ace-mannan so important? Let's talk about that for just a minute. You can find out by going to pubmed.gov and in the search bar, type the word ace-mannan. But you will find some of the things that ace-mannan does. Number one, it is a force multiplier. It increases everything else it's put with by over 100%. So it's like getting 100% more glutathione, more SOD, more of all the nutrients. Just because ace-mannan is in our product, you're getting more than 100% increase in the efficacy of everything else it's put with. Are you getting how brilliant this product is? There is nothing that compares on the market anywhere in the world. And so what role does ace-mannan play? Well, it is a very powerful immune system educator and modulator. And so it will boost your immune system when your immune system needs boosting. But then it will calm down and it will nourish and protect your immune system when your cells need protection. Why is that important? You do not want your immune system attacking your own body. So your immune system is to have ebb and flow. There's times when it needs to rise up and fight viruses, bacteria, all kinds of gucky stuff in your system. It needs to rise up and fight. If it doesn't recognize that virus or that bacteria, it will not fight it. And so understand the importance of immune system modulation and education, really important. Next, it also has bone healing qualities. It is antiviral, it is antibacterial, it is anti-tumor, it is digestion benefits and aids. It is a mind-blowing nutrient and you want it in your product. And so our product technology, the nanonutrient, you snap, you swish for at least 60 seconds, you swallow. It crosses the blood-brain barrier instantly utilized by the cells, which is why you feel it immediately. This study shows that 200 milligrams of nanoglutathione, which is what is in our product, listen to this, it increases counts of cellular glutathione by up to 800% in 30 minutes time. It's instant. It's instant. And so we are seeing fabulous results inside of people's bodies. You know, I was talking to a gentleman yesterday. His name is Ken Marsh, and he's had so many health issues and problems and serious conditions, very serious. He couldn't even walk around the block at one point because of his sicknesses and disease. Well, he has seen tremendous results. The aorta in his heart, which was 75% blocked, is no longer blocked. His PSA test went from 17.9 to 2.9. His A1C has dropped to almost half. He has seen phenomenal results, absolutely phenomenal. Well, he told me yesterday, he got up in the morning and the garbage truck came to pick up his garbage and it wasn't out at the curb at the street. And so he said, Darlene, I grabbed that bag of garbage and I ran behind that garbage truck for 3 blocks to be able to give him my garbage, which is a real miracle considering Ken could not walk around the block, not even walk, let alone run carrying a big heavy bag of garbage. And so understanding that our product technology changes people's lives. So now your glutathione levels stay high through your entire life. Even though you are still exposed to oxidative stress, it's still on the rise. But because your glutathione levels are high, you don't experience this major health crisis. You live life long and healthy, long, healthy life. And so this is a solution to the problem of oxidative stress that affects every single person in the world. It is the solution to decreasing glutathione levels by every person in the world. We are a solutions-based company. We provide health solutions and financial solutions. We offer a better product at a better price with a whole lot better people, better corporate management, and better compensation. And we offer all of this. We are making Nigeria our 2nd official country to be open. Imagine, guys, usually, by the time a network marketing company comes to Nigeria, it's already all over Asia. It's already all over the UK. It's all over the US. It's all over Canada. Right now, we only have about 3,000 people registered in our company total. You are right at the very beginning, and here we are making Nigeria a priority. Nigeria is going to open Asia. Nigeria is going to open Ghana. Nigeria is going to open other countries around the world. We have made Nigeria a priority. Are in our product, but not in that other product. And so we are very happy to show you that we have these beautiful sample packs that I just got mine the other day, and I want to show you. So when you open the sample pack, beautiful blue envelope, you're going to pull out this gift pack. And then when you open it up, you're going to see on one side the information about energy. On the other side, you're going to see hope in a bottle and the product information. And then here is the sample product. You're going to have both the energy and GSH blister packs in each single pack. Now you can choose. You can have 30 capsules and 4 ampules, or you can have 15 capsules and 8 ampules. But this is what we are using right now to begin to open the market. We have started our registration process with our key strategic partner, but you'll notice that even the energy ampules, they are wrapped in cellophane. And so you actually have to open this up to get to them. So we put everything very clean and neat and tidy. So this is how we are opening the market to begin with. You can order product right now. You are able to order your sample packs. We are accepting payment in US dollars at this time. By the end of February, you will have the ability to be able to order in Naira and pay at your local bank. But if you want to get a jump start on the market, you want to get your sample packs to your leaders so they can experience the benefit of the product. So as you can see, it comes in a very beautiful envelope. You open it, inside is the cardboard envelope with Provision Global on a gift tag, and it shares, share the gift. So we want you all to share the gift. You open it up, you've got the marketing information, very professionally done. I sent one of these to a professional network marketer and in Canada, and he opened it up and he said, Darlene, he said, good job. He said, I've never seen anything so well done. And so understanding that we've got the edge on the marketing, we've got it all in place for you. You can sell small, so you can take this blister pack and you can cut off 3 capsules and give it to somebody to try or sell. You can sell 3 capsules. Or if you cut it this way, you get 5 capsules to be able to share and to sell. And so this is how you can actually recoup your money with what you've bought, is you sample sell into the marketplace. So all of the benefits of our product are mind-blowing. Weight management, sleep quality, pain relief, energy, fertility, UV protection, mood, cognitive performance, physical performance, cellulite reduction, anti-aging, immunity, and sleep. And so I'm just going to check and see if Dinah is here, and Moses and Evans. I would like them to each unmute and share a little bit about what brought them here to Provision. Let me see if I can find them.
I'm here too, Darlene.
Oh, great, George. Thank you. So Moses, I'm unmuting you. And I'm going to find, I don't think Evans is here, George. Do you see him? And I don't see.
All right, so hello.
Okay, Moses, go ahead. Oh, there's Evans.
Right,
I'm
so
going to ask. Moses,
okay,
go
so
ahead.
that was a powerful one. Already, I'm on the road, I'm driving, but just to add to whatever we have been saying here, health is wealth, and it's a great idea that glutathione is available for us right here through the Provision product. I can say this is the king of glutathione products. There are a lot of products out there, but we know very well detailed information, quality presentation like this can actually inform one enough to understand what he's taking in. And for me, I really appreciate what you guys are doing, and I can tell you, whoever wants to start paying attention to their health, this should be the first company. There are a lot of products out there, but there are few products that can truly create the impacts that we're talking about right here.
So
And that's why we're
Moses, you've
excited
used
about
the
it.
product, Moses, you've tried it. And so what did you experience?
Okay, so these are my few experience. I have been taking the GSH and the energy like this. Now I'm currently, I just took the energy fuel minutes ago where you were presenting, and I'm always lifted. My spirit is always lifted taking it. I'm saying this because of my personal experience. I like the feeling. I like the feeling so much that I'm getting addicted to the product. I'm loving what I feel whenever I take the product. And then I love the improvement of my body system. Before coming out to be part of Provision, I actually discovered that I need to pay attention to my body system. A lot of things were happening at a given period of time in my life. And I've been doing the check for this system, knowing what should I keep taking that will help me live a great life again. So I tried some few products. So at the time you sent the product down, we're talking about it. I said, let me give a shot to Provision and see how this product will react to my body. After using the GSH and the energy for some time, I think I can't forget. I called my wife. I said, this product is very, very good. That's all I can define it as. She said, why? I said, remember the things I was complaining about? I said, I can't experience them again. And I can tell you this product is good. So, but one of the greatest testimony I want to share is really not my own testimony, is my father. I sent him this product 3 days ago. And this evening he called me just to tell me he's having some health challenge. and they told me, thank you, that this one is different. This one is very, very good. That he's feeling better. He has been able to use the restroom. He has not been able to do that for some time now. But with everything going on right now, he has been able to do that with ease. So what I can say is we have something, a diamond in the bottle, only for those who can see it. And for me, these are my few experience right now. We're going to be having more experience. I think I'm so happy being here, not because of just the money, but because this is a complete system, health and wealth. We have some companies with great money plan, but the health is not what you can vouch on.
Exactly.
We have some companies with great ideas, great products, but you have to spend so much to get it. But you see here, people can actually go for just glutathione, and glutathione can actually help your body reverse almost 90% of the diseases. That's you spending less. And that's one of the greatest things. I'm excited about what we're doing right here.
Thank you.
Thank you for today. Thank you for that. That's for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Moses. Thank you very much. Another great leader that has come to Provision. We've got two more to hear from, but Evans in Ghana. Evans, you have not tried the product yet, I don't believe. I think yours is on the way to you, but what brought you here to Provision? What do you see here at Provision that has never been in another company?
Evans has had the product.
Oh, great. So he can talk about it. Awesome, Evans. So go ahead, Evans.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
Can you
Evans.
hear me, please?
We can hear you.
Awesome. Darlene, that was powerful presentation, and thank you. I think we have to take you to the medical school for them to give you honorary doctorate because you are powerful.
Thank you, Evans.
So Tim, I'm excited about this opportunity. Provision, I think, is a God-sent opportunity to we, the people of Africa and Nigeria. You are so fortunate to take the lead in the lake, trying to be the father for all the African countries. That is massive. And as Darlene was presenting, normally when a company takes or kickstart in the US or any part of the world, it will take about a minimum of about 5 years to 6 years before they visit the African soil. This is the first time that I'm seeing a US company just starting and open its wings to start in Africa with all the complaint, with all the bad news, the challenges that emanate from this part of the world. But the founders of this company still consider us to be useful, to be important strategic partners to set up this business in Africa as a start. If nothing at all, we should receive this honor and be part of this movement, because I have been dealing with a lot of glutathione company, but what I see very different in this provision formulation is the fact that, you know, those ones used to be old school. They were effective. All the glutathione product that I have used, very powerful. They are able to reverse a lot of diseases in your body, make you look younger and shiny, make you look beautiful. But that was old school. And as we were listening to the presentation by Darlene, we've seen that science have moved ahead. We don't belong to the old school. I mean, a lot of things that this company has deployed to give us something of value. I see this as a gold that all of us are going to mine to bless the people of Africa, for people to regain their health, for people to smile again. I was so much blessed when I got this product shipped to me by the founder of this company. It was powerful. When I received the packaging alone, Tim, the packaging alone is something else. That one is even just a strategic advantage for us to sell. But what is also in the package? The quality of product. When I took the energy, wow. For about 8 years, I was using a certain company's energy. This company has added the same formulation, which is different, but they have added glutathione to the energy. And when you use it, you just switch it in your mouth for just about 30 seconds. And because it has the nanotechnology, within just 10 to about 12 minutes, you see the energy being regained in your body. It is so amazing. And those of us who always use our body, being in the stress in our industry, George, when I got this product, I come home very refreshed. My energy is restored. I woke up. I don't feel any stress in me. That's why I am so much troubled that I'm not going to get this product, but it's coming through Nigeria. I'm even troubled. So whatever you will do for me to get this product, to use it myself, please make a way for me because I need this product.
Your way is coming, Evan. It is when we're able to. George had a non-compete agreement with our previous company, and because they're still in Ghana, we're not able to go to Ghana until June. But that's only about 4 months from now. So get ready.
Darling, I beg you, I can't afford to, because when I use the energy, I've seen what it has done in my body. And when it got finished too, I've seen how I have been empty. In fact, I want you can do something just for my use, not for the sale or for the marketing, but my own personal use. I beg you. And the GSA.
Thank you, Evans. We will make sure we take care of you. We will.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Evans. Thank you.
Powerful.
Thank you.
And so, Tim, if you're on this call, apart from taking care of your own body, your own health, please use this product yourself and begin to tell people about what this product is doing in your body. Let us try to prolong the longevity of our people, prolong the how they are supposed to live on earth. We should not help them to cut it short, but we should let them prolong it. And God will bless us all.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Evans. Really, truly, such a blessing to both George and I. George, I'm going to ask you to share a little bit actually, maybe you could just, George, I'll give you the screen. If you just want to run through the comp plan very quickly, sure. That would be great. And then you can also greet the people as well. So George Reninger is the 50% owner of our company. Rick Nelson owns the other 50%. They are the only two. That's it. The decision-making stops with them. So they don't have a board of directors. They don't have a bunch of people. They have themselves, and they are accountable to each other. And so, George, let me give you the screen so you can share.
Sure. Thank you, Darlene. And let me just get myself situated here. Okie doke. Well, thank you for being here today. I mean, what a great presentation by Darlene. I've been actually listening while I was out getting my Valentine's Day card for my wife. So I had to go do that today.
Can you add yourself to the screen as well so people can see you?
I can't. Yeah. Have you made me?
I made you the host.
Oh, you made me the host. Okay. So I'm going to bring myself on. There we go. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Like I said, I've actually been listening for a little while I was walking through the grocery store buying my wife's Valentine's Day card. So I had to make sure I covered all the bases on that. So anyways, but thank you for being here. I do want to just start by just saying a couple of things. Number one, for Rick and myself, we are really, really blessed to be able to be moving forward into Africa and Nigeria specifically. We've had a number of meetings with our attorneys and strategic partners to be able to discuss the infrastructure. You know, coming to Africa is not easy. So we are committed to getting everything done right. And so just want to say thank you for your confidence in us. We really do strive to be people of integrity before God and others, and we are really excited to come. I know many names as I'm looking through the names who are on this presentation. I see Charles Morty out there. I saw Dr. Akuru out there. I saw Ijiro. I saw, and Mohammed Fazil, who we love. You know, there's just many names out here. I could spend a lot of time just acknowledging, because it's been a long time since we've seen each other or been together. But I want to say thank you. And we do just, we will just walk through a couple of things, and I'll hit the compensation plan. Before we go forward, though, I do want to say one thing. In Nigeria, it's different than in the United States. You know, our products here, we will not say that they treat, cure, or mitigate disease. Now, there is wonderful research on glutathione and a number of disease states on PubMed. And I'll just do something real quick for that. I'm actually opening our website real briefly. And this is where we have when you come on the website, you'll see a 2-minute video that really talks about the products as it relates to your body. Darlene, did you show that already?
No, I didn't today, George.
Oh, okay. Then there is an Explore Health link, which we have about an 8-minute video that explains the product technology. But if you scroll down, you can see that we have these 5 core sciences that Darlene did a great job talking about in both of our products. But you can open a product sheet, and that's just provision.com/GSH. And you would open this up. You can see our pricing and everything. But one of the interesting things you can do is click on any of these links, and you can open PubMed. And then from there, you can, you know, look at anything that you might want to see, like DNA repair. You know, what's the relationship with DNA repair? And you can see there's almost 2,000 studies on that. But I wanted you to see, in the United States, we're not allowed to talk about disease states. And I know some folks use that language in Africa. And I would just really encourage you that the Dietary Supplement Health Education Act gives us a platform where we can tell the truth without overselling anything or declaring something as a treatment, because we've not run clinical studies against disease. Now, some studies have been run with disease states, and you can look them up, but we're not allowed to jump to the conclusion that it can treat, cure, or mitigate. So I will just share that with you because it's important for us as a company that we stay compliant in the way that we share. And just my being on this call, if I don't address that, it's assumed that I affirm that. And I just want to be very, very clear. So thank you for that. I also see Ijiro is out there, and she was one of the leaders of what was called the PSN, the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, which we have had a wonderful relationship with in the past. And she understands the dynamic of what we're talking about. And so the more we speak in harmony with balanced truth, the more authority we have. And so, so let's jump to the next link. So this page will give you everything you need to know about the health product and the studies and so forth. But here's Explore Business. And this is where I have about a 12-minute video that walks through the compensation plan with a little bit of vision in front of it. And this is a wonderful resource for anybody who wants to watch that. I would typically show that because I can do that in 12 minutes and it's very, very tight. But because Nigerians don't like videos on Zoom, I am going to give it my best shot to be short and to the point and use the compensation plan. So as you can see, I clicked on the link for the compensation plan. I'm going to make it a single page so you can look at it all at once. And I want to say this. Actually, I could show you something. Take note, you know, at the top of the screen, what you have right here with these sample NFR markets, because we have another market that we're going to be adding there at the end of the month. You can see we've got standard NFR, we have sample NFR. and there is a market
Would
that's
that
coming.
be a green and white flag, George, by any chance?
You know, it really could be. And if I were to, let me just show you something that I was working on the other day, just so that we'd be ready when the time comes. I'll actually use that one for my examples today. So if you look at the top there, I was adding another button, but that's not published yet. That'll be at the end of the month when we actually have a sample market opening. So, but you can see what we've been doing. Now, I want to once again make this a single page because I'm going to talk about it in a big picture. Number one, we do have our pack offerings in the upper left. When a market is a sample market, they only have access to our sample product SKUs, and only one at a time. So we are really trying to respect the governments and the import and clearing issues and all the different things in the way that we begin to sample into a market. And then once we have critical mass, we will move to registrations, full registrations. And in this case, we kind of made the decision that we were coming, and then we got special permission to begin the sample markets for Nigeria specifically. But we will also be able to open many other markets in Africa as a sample market, and we will be able to offer the sample packs that Darlene showed you. Now let's talk about compensation. And I want to show you there's two sides to this document. There's the left side, and you will notice that each of these retail earnings, sponsor earnings, team earnings, generation earnings, notice the common word, they are called earnings. This is the core of the plan. This is what your strategy needs to be built around, because this is the sustainable, like we like to think that this is what's in stone. This is what we keep, long term, so that anybody who builds according to the right strategy. And we're going to talk about that compensation. And then on the right side, you'll see rank incentive, lifestyle incentive, leadership incentive, smartship incentive, and then rewards, travel tools, lifestyle. These are all, what's the common word?
Incentive,
right? Incentive. So these are the core of how to build the organization. These are things that give you good motivation along the way, to follow the right path. And so there are 3 activities that you should learn. If you're brand new to networking, 3 activities that drive everything that's here. Number 1 is customer acquisition. It can be those that are retailing product. And like Darlene said, you could come into our company with free registration. You could begin to sponsor people, either as a retail customer or as an IBO or a PC preferred customer, so forth. Even if you haven't ordered anything, you can still begin to earn 20% of either the purchase price if they're retail customers, or of the PV if they are IBOs or preferred customers. So out of the gate, you haven't even ordered anything from us, you can begin to make money. That's very unique. That's very exciting. Secondly, if they are a retail customer, so let's say you may have a retail customer in the United States that's a relative of yours, and they're ordering as a retail customer. Did you know their order qualifies your position for compensation qualification? And so you can have all those other qualifications in place just by having a few retail customers in different parts of the world. That can be powerful. And so, that is really the first part of the compensation. It's customer acquisition. It's either 20% of the purchase price if it's a retail customer, or it's 20% of the PV if it is an IBO or a preferred customer. And so, when somebody would buy the sample pack, and I'll just use that for the example today, that is a 50 PV product. So if they bought it as a preferred customer or an IBO and they paid the price 50 PV, you would get 20% of that. Well, 20% of 50 PV is 10 US dollars. If you were to multiply it by, say, 700 for a Naira type of exchange, you'd be talking about 7,000 Naira. That's That's not a little bit of money. That's a nice commission. And, you know, most companies, you'll get that the first time that you sign somebody up. That's exciting. You know, fast track is the term they use, first time sponsor bonus, whatever, you know, terminology. With our company, that can continue every time they purchase. If that person is ordering 4 months from now, you'll still see that same commission coming. Plus the points can go up the line if they're a PC or an IBO. So activity number one pays you these first two commissions. It's all about finding customers. Number two, it is all about team building. You know, as you notice, it's a binary hybrid. You can build an outside left and an outside right. You're actually not able to sponsor to the inside of anybody but yourself. You can only go your own outside left or outside right, unless you wanted to give away the sponsor bonus. But that's 20% of the PV every time they order. I don't recommend you do that. And nobody likes to be given away anyways, you know. So outside left, outside right, you can earn up to $20,000 per week with this commission. And you need to activate with yourself. So you do need to have qualification for this compensation. It's not like this one up here, which you can get before you order. You would need to have qualification in place. You need to have one person to your left, one person to your right, and then this begins to pay out. But I will say currently we are accumulating points immediately, and we're in discussions of how we're going to best utilize the points in Africa. I will say that currently we will not flush points for the first year. And then after the first year, you would need to order at least once every 90 days to keep your points. So once a quarter. And so anyways, that's kind of how we do that. And that's very gracious. I mean, you have to understand, American companies don't do this kind of thing. I mean, you might join, some, Asian company that's here today, gone tomorrow, and they give you all kinds of things. But, when we come to stay, we come to play. We come to play hard, and we come to stay long. And so that's the goal.
Nice.
And the last compensation there in the list, let's
Can you
see
mute
here.
everybody, George?
I'm just gonna mute you there, and I'm gonna make it so nobody can unmute themselves for now. But Darlene, wherever you are, I will unmute you so that you can. Where is it? Ask to unmute. I guess you can unmute yourself now. But the last one is leader development. Leadership development creates matching checks. So as the people that you have sponsored and the people that they sponsored and they've sponsored down to infinity are building out, you will be paid 7% of the matching of the leaders in your business. Now that's area team builder or above defines a generation, and you can receive matching checks on up to 10 compressed generations. Now this, I keep this in my favorite pictures in my phone, because I pull this up all the time as a reference place for myself, so that I can see what are the ranks, what are the requirements, how much do you need to have on your pay leg or your lesser team volume, how much sponsor team volume do you need to have, and what's the max amount of sponsor team can come from any one personal line of sponsorship. And so those are how you define the ranks. And you can see here, you can receive retail and sponsor earnings with 0 PV. And I'm going to blow this up for anybody that's looking on a smaller screen. You can see you can receive, as an IBO, retail and sponsor earnings. As a team builder, that's the first rank. You'll need to have 50 PV, and that's when you have 200 PV on your pay team, and you're at least active with 50 PV, and you have one active to your left, one active to your right. You're going to get an incentive, a rank incentive of $25. If you were to hit that rank twice in a month, because we have a weekly comp plan, if you did it one Friday, maybe the first Friday at the close, you were team builder, and maybe on the third week of the month, you were a team builder, you would qualify for lifestyle or leadership rank. You'd get a $25 lifestyle payout as well. Now you have to understand that's only 200 PV on your pay team. That is about the easiest first level rank that we could. It used to be twice that. I actually, when I was writing the comp plan, I was making it 400 and I dropped it to 200 because I want the mom and pop new networkers, never done it before. You don't even know what network marketing is. And I want you to succeed. I want you to be encouraged financially out of the gate. And at that first level of team builder, you can earn a maximum of $500 a week out of the team building commissions. Now that is really good. I mean, you know, Darlene, and I will just say, I don't like to compare companies by name because it's too in your face. And, you know, we've been a part of some of these companies. Matter of fact, we were the leaders in these companies. I was on the stage. I was in the back office with the owners and the executives. And, you know, I want to give honor because that's who I am. And in so doing, I will say this. When we built this, we built it to be better than anything we'd ever seen. We knew what was going on. We knew it. Same with the product. You know, we wanted a better product. We wanted a better profit model. And we hoped that by God's grace, by doing so and living by integrity, we would draw the absolute best people. And without defaming or speaking against anybody. Because, you know, God says to bless those that curse you and to do good to those that have used you. And, you know, I mean, some of these times we've had wonderful experiences with other companies, other times not so much. But you know what I love? This is part of our values, is that we want to be equitable and gracious with those around us. Even if somebody doesn't necessarily deserve it as we think, we want to be good to them because that's how our Heavenly Father is. He's good to everyone. And we say thank you. So anyways, we are very grateful for our past experience. We wouldn't be where we are now without the mentoring and coaching and guidance of all of those we've worked with in the past. And we do wish them the best. And but we will strive to be the best as we wish them all the best, you know. Anyway, you know, that I'm just trying to be very open and honest and real. And I also want to give you as leaders a way to posture yourself in the marketplace. You be the one that takes the higher road, speak the truth in love, be gracious. You know, it says love covers a multitude of sins, and go on and just, you know, dominate by being better, by serving more. You know, the greatest is the one who serves the most. These are powerful principles we believe in. And as you move through the comp plan, the generational matching checks go from area team builder down through the teams to the next area team builder. So that's where the compression is in the generational matching. But you can see there's basically 4 leadership levels. There's team builder ranks, area, regional, and national team builder. There's director ranks, area, regional, and national director ranks. There's executive, area executive, regional executive, national executive ranks. And then there's an ambassador. And these are powerful income generating ranks. And you will see that you could build with just 2 good teams, one to your left and one to your right, building it out. You can actually get all the way to the national director level with just 2 teams. And you can see that payout on that compensation goes up at $10,000 a week out of your team and generational earnings. That is a lot of money. Multiply that times 700. And so what would you have? You'd have 7 million Naira a week. I think that would be right. Yep. 700 times 7 million Naira a week would be your cap, you know, your maximum, you know, potential there. And then if you added another line of sponsorship, because you can see based on the numbers, you know, you could have 15,000 and 15,000 between the 2 lines, and you could hit this rank. When you get to the executive, you have to have 3 lines of sponsorship. You could have 20 from one team, 20 from another, but you would need another 10,000 of volume coming from a 3rd sponsorship line. Now, that's not to say that all 3 sponsor lines couldn't be on your pay leg, but it is always best to put something on your strong leg because they flip. Darlene's about to face that right now, and so, but you can see to go through the executive ranks, you have to have 3 good lines of sponsorship. But ultimately, the ambassador, you have to have 4 good lines of sponsorship running. You can see we have one-time rank earnings that are rank incentives that are offered. You can see that we have lifestyle earnings or incentives that are offered. And then when you move into the executive, you begin to share in the overall sales of the company in a strategic leadership pool. And so you can see we have the rank incentive. We have the lifestyle incentive, which is when you hit the rank twice within a month. We have the leadership incentive, which comes out of a 3% pool of total sales. We have a smart ship incentive, and this is an incentive for those that have themselves on a standing automatic order. I know now, Africans don't always like the auto ship side of it, but I will tell you, if you've been in an American company, as some people on this line have, where they drove that smart ship, the incomes in those companies tend to be higher on a regular basis because people stay active. Now, we didn't put as much stick in the game, but we did put some carrot in the game. They talk about the carrot and the stick, and that means the punishment for not doing it versus the reward for doing it. We created some really good rewards for having a standing order with the company. And we give away every week. We do a drawing. Literally, I was on the phone with Rick today, walking him through what do you need to do to make this happen. We take a look at anybody who's been on a smart ship with 100 PV or more for 90 days, for 3 months. And we take and draw a raffle from that by random. We literally go to a website called random.org and we put in between 1 and 500, whatever the number of smart ships is. And it gives us a random number, just computer generated. And whoever is that person in the list between 1 and 500, they are the winner and they get 1 share of the global bonus pool for that week. And we also do it for preferred customers, but instead of giving dollar value or money, we give product value. And so that's called the Smart Ship Incentive. And then ultimately, we also run various rewards, travel tools, lifestyle incentives, various things, including cash. We've been giving something that we call the Champion Incentive in the past that just closed down. We plan to do that for some of our legacy folks that come and join us. Those are people that have had 60,000 or more in US dollar income in a single year, and also have had 5,000 people in their sponsor team. If you are one of those people and can prove it, you want to let your upline leader know that you think you'd qualify for what we call our legacy option. And so we do some things like that. But, we will be running more and more incentives. And then also on the compensation, you can see we have a model of how it would work if you came in, with 100 PV, you sponsored 4 people who did 100 PV, and they sponsored 444. This is a 444 model. Note that this is an impossibly perfect model. This is not going to happen like this. This is impossibly perfect, and it's not meant to create an income guarantee, but it is meant to show you how that compensation plan works, how the beginning money is in sponsor earnings. Then it becomes team earnings. Then the rank earnings begin to, kick in, and ultimately your generational earnings are kicking in, and even your leadership and lifestyles and so forth. And you could literally, with a 444 for 6 generations, if you were able to fill it out, you would be able to hit $58,000 in a single month. I mean, crazy type of money.
Week, George, week.
Oh, week. Yeah, in a single week. Sorry about that. So anyways, that is a high level overview, but I did hit a few of the rules, and hopefully I didn't take too long. That's why I show the 12-minute video, as I get talking too much. But just remember to give honor to all the companies that have taught you all the things that you've learned right now, even their technologies. We've integrated the best of what we saw in all of those other technologies. So we're not really old school versus new school. we are old school integrated into a new school. And so we really have striven to take the best of what is clinically evidence-based nutrition and build something that would take us to the next generation. And then we nanoparticle sized it and gave you something that is really cool. The Provision Energy product is awesome, and I do love it as well. So, and I'll tell you what, it is strong when you take it direct to mouth. Darlene likes to put it in a little bit of water. Many people do that. You know, I'm a he-man. I snap, swish, and swallow. You know, I snap that thing, put it in my mouth, swish it around. It's a strong taste, but I will tell you, if you do it like 2 or 3 times, you will be like, I want that again, because the impact and the swiftness of the energy is it's invigorating. And so very exciting. So Darlene, back to you.
Thank you, George. You want to give me back yep, very good. Awesome. So we will open it up for questions, guys. If you want